Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here at the Free Table Corner. Today we are going to build a super easy but pretty large ruin for the tabletop. As you maybe have been noticing, we have been doing some battle reports lately, and yeah, I find my table lacking some ruins. And I had to borrow some because I can't find all of my own. So today we are going to build something that is pretty easy. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy. And I think I used maybe around 3-4 hours in total on the whole building. And yeah, let's see how it goes. But before we dive into the building session, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you find this of interest. Now it's building time. First we have started with 2 XPS foam plates, and we have started to carve in the bricks in the XPS foam. Normally I used to put bricks on brick by brick, but this time we're doing this here fast, so and this here is the fastest way I know how to make bricks. But we are also carving out the part of the ruin that we are not going to need, and we're going to put the bus up, as you can see. And yeah, it's just a matter of making the bricks first, so you don't have to do that when they are glued together. It's much easier to do it when they are both separate and lying flat on the table. So, as you can see, just using a pen and pressing it into the XPS foam, and that makes some good cobblestones, or not cobblestones, but stones. Here we are marking out where the windows are going to be. We're going to have some windows in the ruin, because every ruin needs a window, so the guys can shoot through and find the enemy. So here, both sides are going to have 3 windows, 2 down and or 2 in the first floor and 1 in the second floor. And we're going to have 3 floors on this building here. Using a hot glue gun to glue the 2 pieces together. And remember, hot glue gun or hot glue is hot, so be careful for your fingers. And gluing them together and putting them on a level surface, so it won't be any wobbles when it's attached. Here you can see the framing of the window. I'm using SPS foam for this also, just some smaller parts. I'm also having a Proxone hot wire cutter, but you can use a scalpel. It's maybe a little bit harder then, but it should work. I'm just measuring up how long the framings are going to be, and I'm just marking it out with a scalpel. And as you can see soon, I'm just cutting it or eyeballing it. And then I take some aluminium foil that I've curled up as a ball and just roll over it on all ends, or all ends. What's that? On every part of the XPS foam, and also using a hot glue gun here to attach it. All the XPS foam I am attaching with hot glue because that's much faster when it dries, even though I have a love-hate relationship with the hot glue gun, but yeah, that's the best part. Here the framings on both sides and on the bottom of the window are, and we're making a little bit bigger frame on the top, because this here is going to be the water board, I think it's called in English, that is going to be attached over the window. And we are just tilting it a little bit downwards, so if the rain comes, it will hit that water board and it will drip off. And yeah, you can see that the hot glue gun is leaving a lot of small threads that is important to remove as soon as you can see them, because they don't look good when you are going to paint. So here also we have some larger piece that we also attaching to the sides of the building or the ends of the building, and just a long strip of express foam, and we are attaching that. Also have used aluminium ball, as you saw, and carving in some patterns. I think it's called patterns in English, and yeah, pressing it in. It hasn't that much to say if it's not all, because it's also going to be another one that's overlapping this one. So yeah, taking a pen, and remember, always start from the bottom like I'm doing here, because then you can carve out more stones, or it will look like stones, or different stones that are put on top of each other. And the top part, or the top part will be a little bit smaller, but that's how it would be in real life, or at least how I will like it to be. Now we are going to attach a floor. We are using a thick paper or a cardboard here. Using also the hot glue gun. I think this here is the last time we're using the hot glue gun. No, I'm just joking with you. This is the second last time we're using the hot glue gun. We are pressing it down, and remember to push it down into the paper, so on a flat surface, so it will stay there and not be wobbling. Then I take a pen and mark out approximately how I would like the floor to be. Then I take the scalpel and just carve out, or cut out, it's called. Cut out roughly first, so it's easier to work with, and then we're just cutting out the rest of it. And here you can see it's a floor, and it's sticking really good. The hot glue gun is perfect for this kind of jobs. And now it's time for some square balsa woods. We're going to make this the floor levelers on the building, because, as I said, we are going to have 3 different floors. We have the ground floor, that's going to be of some kind of tiles. We'll come back to that later. And the first and second floor will be of wood. And first here we are cutting off. This here is probably one of the first times I've got a clean cut and not having the saw slip out and cut my fingers. But yeah, we are putting in the balsa wood as a floor leveler. Here you can see. I think this is the last piece we are going to attach, or the last pieces we are going to attach with the hot glue gun. And yeah, it sticks really fast, so I recommend using that for this, because you want it to go fast, you want it to stick, and so you can get on with the more nitty-gritty stuff that we are coming back to soon. But here you can see the foundation for the first and second floor. You know, in region, the ground floor is called first floor, and so on. So I'm messing it up a bit, but you have to bear with me. Here, these sticks here are just for us to attach some coffee store sticks later on. This would not be like this if this building were built in real life, but yeah, for the convenient, we are making it like this. So it's going to be a frame, as you can see. It's probably a lot of different ways to do this, but I found out that this works fine for me and is really fast, and the result is yeah, you will see it's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with this building here. You can when it's done. It's I think I used maybe a couple of hours on it. It was really fast. And here we can see the tiles that I was talking about. I'm using wood glue or white glue and attaching a lot of small XPS tiles on it. Also used aluminium ball and rolled over it first. So we got that nice texture. Now it's time for the coffee stirrers, and we are going to put coffee stirrers in inside the building and in all the walls, and on the first floor and on the second floor. Just using a stick or another coffee stir stick to smear the glue out, trying to not get as much or as less as possible on my hands. And here you can see the building. It's all covered up with coffee stir sticks. And the only thing left now is to put on the floor on the first floor and on the second floor here also, using the white glue or the wood glue, and yeah, pressing in the coffee stirrers. And when this here dries, it sits like rock. This here will never fall off. So here you can see it. It's complete. I'm pretty satisfied with this, say, corner of a building. And here we have primed it with a black primer first and then a white primer. And before that I used tinned out wood glue or white glue and smeared it all over, and that's because the spray can destroy the XPS foam. Now I am using snakebite leather. That's a contrast paint from Citadel, and just taking that and spraying it with my airbrush all over the building, or all over the XPS foam on the building, on both walls and as you can see soon on the floor also. And it's important to get it all over. So remember to take it inside the windows also. I sometimes forget that, but yeah, I think I remember to do it in this building here. But it's important because if you have any white spots, it doesn't look great. And here you can see I'm some places I am using a little bit more snakebit leather than others, just to have that yeah, weathered feeling on it. Now I'm using a brown reddish color from Vallejo. It's an air color that goes straight into the spray or the airbrush, and I'm spraying the frames on the window. I know this here is going to be stone frames, but I think that it's cool that they are using some other colors on the stones. That will just symbolize that they're using different materials when they are building a house. And as you also saw, I used that on the tiles on the ground floor also. And yeah, here I'm covering it with a gray, and after that I am going with some strong wash from Army Painter, and I'm just smearing it all over with a brush. And yeah, you will soon see the results. Some asshole lost footage from here, so we're jumping right back into the table now so you can see the finished building. Yes, and there you have it. This here is the complete building. I'm going to put it up a little bit larger soon, but I just want you to know that some asshole have forgot or lost some footage, the last footage we needed. But we had dry brushed the building, and we have also painted inside the floors, the first and second floor. We used wildwood and put it into our airbrush, and we sprayed it on, and the result is really good. And I also done a little modification, so the miniatures or my grand warriors can get up in those floors above the ground floor. We have made some small and easy, it's in Norwegian it's called taustige, and I think it's a rope ladder in English. I hope so, at least. But yeah, here you can see the total building. As you can see, we have the frames for the windows. I really love those. They turned out really great. Yeah, and the rest of the building also. So now we have another building on our table. I hope you learned something, and I hope I see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.